everyone, and welcome to Prune Belly Insiders. Before we start the video, I want everyone to know Tony Mahan will be on next Saturday. Please tune in for that, because that is a Prune Belly survivor who will be sharing his story. For this week, I wanted to make a video that would encourage people to follow their dreams and give more Prune Belly people hope. I hope you like it. What do you think of when you hear the word disabled? For many people, they think weak, unproductive, tax burden, and sometimes even use the word worthless. I hope to encourage the disabled to follow their dreams, no matter how big or small they may be. One should never let other people or society influence them to give up or let their disability define them. I hope that by sharing my personal experience and accomplishments of my personal experience and the accomplishment of others, you will be inspired. The way the world views disabled people can change when shown how valuable, courageous, and talented these individuals are. Hollywood is filled with people who have risen above their disabilities and have proven themselves to be true role models. In 2016, I had to have a surgery that changed my life. This surgery was supposed to improve my quality of life. Nobody would have expected that I would take a turn in the opposite direction and leave me disabled with the state. After surgery, my family and friends' perception of me changed. I started to be consumed with negative statements. People would say that due to my disability, I would not be able to pursue my dreams. I should just give up and accept the income from the state. The dream of becoming a doctor would be impossible to accomplish due to my disability. Furthermore, my older brother had stated that I needed a reality check. Even if I graduated college, my disability would limit me from becoming a doctor. My advice to the disabled would be to use those negative comments as fuel each day to accomplish their dreams. I am here to let you know that a disability does not have to limit or define who you are or what you are able to accomplish. You can rise above your disability. Disabled people are achieving their goals every day and accomplishing great things that are leaving their mark on this world. There are many famous people with disabilities throughout time who can serve as model examples of people who did not let the world define them. These people overcame the limitations placed on them and achieved many successes despite their disabilities. There are many examples in Hollywood alone. One example is Stevie Wonder, who was born blind and went on to be a famous songwriter, singer, and piano player. You could also notice Sylvester Stallone, who had a slow mental impairment but went on to create the movie Rocky and star in it. The world would not have experienced their great talents had they given up. Fortunately for us, they didn't listen to the label placed on them and proved their abilities. There are so many more examples. To name just a few, George Lopez, who had kidney disease, Wendy Williams with Graves' disease, and Michael J. Fox with Parkinson's disease. There are many more remarkable people who you would not recognize as having a disability, for it is not visible for the world to see. Nobody wants to be listed as a disabled person. Once you are, how you react to that label is an individual decision. An individual can accept that label or choose to rise above it. They should find their talent and share it with the world. If everyone around you is not supporting your dream or placing limitations on you, it's not hard to find someone who can inspire you. If you look further back in history, you will see such examples as Helen Keller. She was the first blind and deaf woman to graduate college in the United States. Still not convinced? Let me suggest that you listen to a speech given by Nick Vucevic. He has no arms or legs and gets paid hundreds of dollars to speak at schools and other events. He became a famous motivational speaker. He did not let his disability define him. Despite his disability, he built a successful life with a wife and children and still motivates and inspires people today. All of these people are perfect examples of proving how everyone has something valuable to share with the world despite any disability they may have. As I am achieving my goals and proving that I can overcome the limits people have placed on me, more people are becoming more supportive. The more supportive they become, the easier it is for me to persevere and accomplish my goals. Just like respect has to be earned, so does proof in your abilities. I can share a personal example of what happened to a friend of mine. I will call this person Jay. He had the same condition as myself. He had been influenced by negative lack of support. People in his life continually did everything for him, even things he was quite capable of doing for himself. They never gave him any sense of independence, only helplessness. He felt he would never be able to chase any dreams he may have had or do anything for himself. For this reason, he ultimately felt he had nothing to live for and took his own life. Now the world will never know the talent or value he could have shared. Everybody has a dream. Regardless, I believe what makes a person disabled is his own thoughts of what they can accomplish. I'm not saying it is easy. It will be 10 times harder, but you should not let it stop you. If you have a dream, you should not allow anyone or anything to destroy it. I can tell you how many times people have placed limitations on either other people or themselves because of their disabilities. I hate the word disabled. Not because people say that I'm disabled, but because the minute you say I can't, you'll not only prove yourself and others right, what you are really saying is I give up and will let this disability define me. I want everyone to understand that having a disability does not mean you can't do anything anymore. It just means you need to develop a new way to accomplish it. Everyone has to prove their worth in this world. Even if people expect you to fail, you need to show them you will succeed. I want to make it clear that disability is just a word that society places on a person. How a person reacts to this word and lets it change their life is up to them. I also want to challenge everyone with a disability, no matter how big or small it is, to set a goal. It doesn't have to be a big one. Set a goal that you would see as a limitation and challenge yourself to overcome and achieve it. Prove to yourself and the world that you won't let that disability limit your ability. When I hear the word disabled, I think of remarkable people with extreme talent. Someone who won't let their disability limit their ability. These individuals have to work so much harder to overcome and achieve their goals than a healthy person. As I explicitly pointed out, there are many people who are disabled who add great value to this world. They have shared their talents that we all had the privilege to enjoy due to the fact that they didn't let their disabilities define them. If society has deemed you disabled, I encourage you to explore history through the many examples there are and find your inspiration. Discover your talent and to share it with the world. The key word in disabled is able, and everybody has a talent they can share. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget, we're going to have Tony Mahan on the channel next week. If you liked the video, don't forget to click and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.